What's good, amazing people? I want to say ahead and welcome to today's video. I'm going to talk about the lessons that I've learned from the side of art of not giving a fuck. Let's call it a chuck for the sake of the video. Hear about so much things that we shouldn't. This was a flip of the fucking switch. I would just talk about the things that I've learned from it, never to stick around, and I really recommend it. You can watch one of my videos that I made about my book recommendations. I love this book so much. This is something to what already with. The number one lesson that I got from the book is to choose your struggle. Something that you can actually keep up with, even if you face a lot of criticism for it, or you face a lot of embarrassment and shame, because they are all inevitable in that case. So just you choosing what you really want to do with it is one thing that will help you so much, especially if you struggle with anxiety in any way, or fear of being seen, or fear of missing out in any kind of a way. A part of that is what I really wanted to talk about. And the very first chapter, I'm gonna read for you guys most of the lines that I loved. There is just so much, I can't complete them all in just one video. From chapter 1, which just says don't try, and it says the key to a good life is not giving a chuck about more, it's giving a chuck about less, giving a chuck about only what is true and immediate and important. You just need to make sure that whatever you're giving your attention to, whatever has your attention, is really something you want to have. Because over this number of times you just think about it, I really want to do this, but then not everybody that you talk to about something that you want to do is supportive. So you would rather go with that, actually staying in something you hate for the rest of your life. At least this is worth the chuck. This is worth the thing that you really are ready to face so much hate, so much embarrassment with it, because everything that is good and worthy is embarrassment compiled, shame compiled, and everything give a shush about is actually the same thing. Two is life often or gives us problems that we have to solve, and there's where our happiness will be rooted at. All happiness comes from solving problems. You work kind of a way to just make sure that you live a comfortable life. You just work so you can make sure that, you know, the people you love, care about, or the people you are responsible for taking care of are actually being taken care of. So there is the happiness, but it's never a never-ending. If you're chasing happiness for the sake of happiness, it's never going to be happiness for the sake of happiness. It's always going to be something after something after something after something. Hey, if I get this, then I'll be happy. When I go here, I'll be happy. But you're simply going to go there and you're going to find more issues in that place that you have to solve, and when you solve them, you'll be happy. After that being happy, you're going to find something else to solve, and you'll be happy after them. It's just never ending. So preventing or avoiding these problems is actually robbing you of the joy that comes with it. Let me read for you the second one that I love. The desire for positive experience is in itself a negative experience, and paradoxically, the acceptance of one's negative experience is in itself a positive experience. You just get to understand that whatever you're going through, yes, it's not a good feeling to go through the things that the liberation is, and you are open to go through it, and when you're done, but there is something coming after you achieve these things. It's problems that are just keeping you better, that just keeps you on. You just keep being better, but there is problems to new, better problems actually. You might find out that the new problem that you have isn't the one that you had 3 years back after you being on a self-improvement journey. It's different. So the problems that you be having when you're not the place that you're looking forward to being at, when you get to the place that you're looking forward to being at, you're gonna have better problems than the ones that you had here. New levels, better problems, basically. Wanting positive experience is a negative experience. Accepting negative experience is a positive experience. It is what the philosopher Alan Watts used to refer to as the backward law. The idea that more pursue feeling better at all times, the less satisfied you become, as pursuing something only reinforces the fact that you lack it in the first place. You try to seek for the happiness that you look every single day. You look in yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself positively, quote unquote, is just gonna simply remind you of how much of a sucker you are. But there is just so much liberty that comes with accepting maybe I'm not that. Maybe, yeah, I accept the fact that I'm not this good, so I really need to work towards getting better and bettering myself. This is where the liberty comes from most in the process. Our problems birth our happiness, along with slightly better, slightly upgraded problems. See, it's a never-ending upward spiral, and if you think at any point you're allowed to stop climbing, I'm afraid you're missing the point, because the joy isn't climbing itself. When you work towards getting better at something, you simply just gonna dedicate most of your time working to get better towards the thing that you're looking forward to getting better at. When you are beating yourself up because you haven't gotten to a certain level, you're not getting the point for its sake, because that thing or the things that you're doing right now that you're looking forward to keep doing is where. Notice how sometimes when you stop giving a chug, everything seems to fall in place. Eliminated, you have shifted from a mindset of you being needy or you being in a scarcity mindset in that are here, but I'm not saying you should gaslight yourself into. You actually do these things and you expect to win, you expect to get better, but again, it doesn't really matter to you because you give. You kind of shift to a mindset where the thing that you want to see happen for you are not desperate. A win-win. A win is a win. You know, going through all these, but at least you are enjoying yourself getting better. It's never enjoyable, it's never nice. The feelings, the roller coaster of emotions that everybody goes through as they try to get better at something they do, there comes a lot of frustration with it. But after some time, you even don't remember that you went through all these things later. That is how beautiful it gets. That is how amazing it keeps getting. So you shouldn't give up on yourself for the fact that something or just a little few setbacks happen for you, but rather everything worthwhile in life is won through surmounting the associated negative experience. Everything that you go through, everything that you're looking forward to working on or you're working on at the moment is having two sides. There is two sides of everything, ends and everything in between, but in the end there is a lot that goes underneath, which is the negative experience. Be it trading, be it running a business, be it anything that you're looking forward to doing. It just goes back to understanding that you need to embrace the negative experience and learning from this and toward give yourself time, be it anything that you're looking forward to doing, things that you really want. Everything beautiful that you see other people are doing is ignoring the negatives that come with it. So you need to accept them, because that is where negative experience with something that you're looking forward to doing. The evidence of suffering is a form of suffering. The evidence of struggle is a struggle. The denial of failure is a failure. Hiding what is shameful is in itself a form of shame. These moments of non-chakery are the moments that most define our lives. The major switch in the careers, the spontaneous choice to drop out of college or join a rock band. To not give it a chuck is to stare down life's most terrifying and difficult challenges and still take action. Failure, you're risking everything, because what if it don't work out, and still take action? Because you know, whatever the chuck happens, it's always worth it, I believe. Most of the struggle throughout our lives is by giving too many chucks in situations where chucks do not deserve to be given. Way too much about things that actually don't deserve to be having most of our attention. Whatever it takes, at least I'm doing better. At least I give a chuck about whatever the chuck I'm doing. So either way it goes, embrace all the most terrifying things, the failures, the what if it don't work out, the criticism, the embarrassment, the shame, and still take action. That is very powerful. Not giving a chuck does not mean being indifferent. It means being comfortable with being different. The willingness to stare in the face and shove your middle finger back at it to people who don't give a chuck about adversity or failure or embarrassment, or embarrassing themselves or shitting the bed a few times. The people who just laugh and then do what they believe in anyway. Right. They know it's more important than they are, their own feelings and their own pride and their own ego. They say, chuck it, not to everything in life, but rather to everything unimportant in life. They reserve their chucks for what truly matters: friends, family, purpose, and everything in between. Can't be an important and life-changing presence for some people without also being a joke and an embarrassment to others. Damn, that was good. I feel like we're reading every single line that I highlighted in this book over and over again until it sinks down. You can't. You're gonna be this beautiful person and beautiful soul to as many people as you could, but still you're gonna be annoying freak that freaking embarrassment, shame or jog to some people regardless, focusing on what really matters. The point isn't to get away with the shit. The point is to find the shit you enjoy dealing with. You choose trading. You choose the business. You are about to enjoy the shit that it throws at you before you can see something. Things happen. We all go through a lot of things in every single career path that we choose, but at least we enjoy it. At least it comes with a lot of emotional baggage in any kind of a way, but at least I learned from that, and knowing that regardless of the way things go, at least I chose my pain. This is the pain that I chose over some other pain that I wouldn't actually give a chuck about. Give a chuck about adversity. Must first give a chuck about something more important than adversity. Whatever I chose, even if I go through whatever, everything combines itself and throws itself to me. That is what matters the most. Best the adversity and still take action anyway. You go through all this emotional everything and still do what you are supposed to do in the end. This book is really amazing. Whether you realize it or not, you're always choosing what to give a chuck about. Even if you weren't giving a chuck about anything, you're actually giving a chuck about. I'll skip that. This is also art. We are wired to become unsatisfied by whatever or only what we do not have yet. Realize when you are going through stuff and say, oh, dear Lord, if only I pass through this, I'll be the happiest person ever. And for some reason, you actually pass through that thing. And the moment you get there, you still have many more things to go that you're looking forward to getting so you can be, again, a happy person, which never works that way and needs to change, because whatever you have now is what really matters. Single day above the ground is a blessing, even if it's good or bad. That is the experience that helps you become a better person. Don't hope for life without problems, the panda said. There is no such a thing. Instead, hope for a life full of good problems. At least you have good problems to solve. Is in solving the problems, not in not having problems in the first place. Everything comes with an inherent sacrifice. Whatever makes us feel good will inevitably make us feel bad. What we gain is also what we lose. What creates our positive experiences will define our negative experiences. So the difficult pill to swallow, we like the idea that there's some form of ultimate happiness that can be attained. We like the idea that we can't alleviate all our suffering permanently. We like the idea that we can feel fulfilled and satisfied with our lives forever, but we cannot. Because everything has a sacrifice to it. You doing nothing is actually sacrificing what possibly could happen for you. Real, serious, lifelong fulfillment and meaning have to be earned through the choosing and managing of our struggles. True happiness is full of shush, hips, and shame. Trust me. Everybody seems like they're embarrassing themselves until things work out for them. Most of us are pretty average at most things we do. Even if you're exceptional at one thing, chances are you're average or below average at most other things. And one day in the retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Because the struggle is where the tea is. Trust me on that. Last but not least, a part of the lessons or the lines that I really love from the book, there is just so many of them, but freedom grants the opportunity for greater meaning, but by itself there is nothing necessarily meaningful about it. Ultimately, the only way to achieve meaning and a sense of importance in one's life is through a rejection of alternatives and narrowing of freedom, a choice of commitment to one place, one belief or God, one person. What you choose now should be one thing that you would like to commit to, regardless of how hard it might get, regardless of whatever it may go through. And you're narrowing, you're burning all the bridges, you're burning the boats, no going back home where you came from, no going back down. So you have no option apart from just keeping on. There's just so many of them that I really loved. I can read them over and over again without even getting over them. And just one last one. Pain is a part of the process. It's important to feel it, because if you just chase after highs to cover up the pain, if you continue to indulge in entitlement and delusional positive thinking, if you continue to indulge in various substances or activities, then you will never generate the requisite motivation to actually change. just accept the pain because it's always gonna be there. I recommend it. And if you really loved the video, you can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Instagram, link in description. I can't wait to catch you guys in my next one. Peace and love. Salam.